Are you ready for some football? Hey, what's going on, Chapel Middle School? So glad you made it today. It's football season! Go Niners! Go Brownies! Hey, we're so glad you make it. Before anything else, we want to tell you about an awesome event coming up on October 10th. Saturday, October 10th. It's a drive-through adventure, and it's going to be awesome. We want you and your family to join us as we do a crazy car scavenger hunt rally where you're going to get points and videotape things and record and take pictures and compete for prizes against the whole church. It's going to be awesome. Really hope you'll be a part of that. That is Saturday, October 10th. We'll get more info out to you as soon as possible. It's so great to have you here. As you know, everything we do is to help middle schoolers move one step closer to God and each other through Christ, which is what this whole thing is all about. We've got a great show for you. Joe Binkley is here, kind of. We're starting a brand new series called FAM. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. And as always, we need to begin with our Chapel Middle School Game of the Week. All right! Hey, what's up, Chapel Middle School? Welcome to the Game of the Week from my office. Yeah, I'm so glad that you are here and ready to play. Unfortunately, Mr. Joe Binkley, who would normally be with me today, has had a crazy week, so I am on my own. But I, of course, don't have a dad joke of the week. So here is one of Joe's very first dad jokes of the week. Take it away, Joe. Joe, before we do today's game of the week, I think you're introducing a new segment to our show. Is that right?
Yeah, I collect 4 things. I collect books, shoes, coffee mugs, and dad jokes. I'm a curator of dad jokes. So I got one for you today. It's very appropriate to our time in life. Why was the espresso wearing a face mask?
Why was the espresso wearing a face mask?
Because it was a little coffee.
Nice job.
There you go. The always funny, the always handsome Mr. Joe Binkley. Nice job, Joe. All right. Hey, well, we need to give away a winner from last week's game, our back to school game. And out of all the people who commented, there were 2 of you. Derek Barnhill, which seems to comment every week, and I don't know how many prizes you've won, Derek. You're taking them all. And Derek's brand new brother, Grant, who's brand new to Chapel Middle School, he also commented. So Derek won 5 right. Grant got 6. Congratulations, Grant. You are our winner. And what you are getting, I will be sending you this week, is one of my very own tie-dyed face masks. And actually, I saved the best one. We gave them to everyone at all the campuses last week. And I saved the best one for you. So you'll be getting this sweet boy to you at your house. No one's ever worn it. It has been kept in this baggie, and I'll be sending it to you, man. Congratulations. This week's game, since I'm on my own, we need to do something a little bit different. So we're going to play a game called Where's Elvis? Where's Elvis? So when I graduated high school, my mom threw me an Elvis-themed graduation party, and one of the gifts in it, I still have it, is this book. All right, so this book is the book my mom gave me called Where's Elvis, and it's kind of like a Where's Waldo book, which you probably don't know what that is either. But inside there's all kinds of pictures, and in it you have to find where Elvis is hidden in the game. So I did a Where's Elvis version for our church. All right, so I have hidden Elvis cards throughout the whole building. I'm going to give you 5 chances to win. So we're going to start you guys out with 50 million points. 50 million points. And basically, you're going to have 10 seconds to find Elvis in each picture. And every second that I count is 1,000,000 points that you lose. So basically, we'll start it off. I'll give you 10 seconds. And whenever, as soon as you think you have found Elvis, you press pause, and then that's how many points you'll get. Now, if you press pause at the very beginning before I start counting, I'm going to know something's up. So it'll be really simple. I'll just go 10, 9, 8, 7, blah, 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 blah. And as soon as you spot Elvis, you pause it, try to find him, and then unpause it, and we'll see if you're correct. And however, like if I said 10, 9, 8, 7, you don't get those points, but you would get 6 points because that's the seconds that are left over. So there you go. All right. That's a little bit confusing. Just see if you can find Elvis, and then comment and let me know how many points you came away with each time. It'll make more sense as we play. Let's start with a very, very easy one. This one was in my office, and you have 10 seconds. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did you find Elvis? Nice job. Here's where he was. All right, let's take a tour of the church and try to find Elvis. The first place we're going to go is Pastor Todd's office. I have hidden Elvis in Pastor Todd's office. Good luck trying to find it. 10 seconds. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did you find Elvis? Nice job. Here's where he was. All right, nice job. Keep your tally of how many points you got there, how many millions of points. Next, we're going to go to a very sacred space in the Chapel Kids area and see if you could find Elvis. Are you ready? You'll have 10 seconds. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did you find Elvis? Nice job. Here's where he was. All right, I'm probably going to get fired for putting Elvis in the aquarium after all the fish died. Please pray for me that that does not happen. All right, next up, we're going to head on over to the tech booth in the main worship center in Sandusky. This is where all the magic happens. All right, are you ready? 10 seconds. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did you find Elvis? Nice job. Here's where he was. All right, Elvis was trying to be a little sneaky right there. Thank you very much. All right, next we're going to head on over to the coffee place. This is the secret of the chapel. We have people drink our coffee, and it makes them love Jesus. So, see if you can find Elvis in our coffee brewing area. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did you find Elvis? Nice job. Here's where he was. All right, that's 4 places. On to our last one. Chapel is always decorated so beautifully. Thank you, Tom and team. They are amazing. The people you don't ever see, but they decorate our church and make it look so amazing, so cool. So this is our last one. Elvis is being kind of sneaky, so see if you can find him. Your last chance. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did you find Elvis? Nice job. Here's where he was. All right, and that's Where's Elvis? All right, total up how many you got. Clearly not 50 million, but let me know how many you got with each one of those scores total. And comment below, let me know what you got. And we'll probably give you a new Xbox. No. A new PlayStation. No. I'm not giving you anything because it's just going to go to Derek Barnhill. So sorry, Derek. All right, for everyone who comments, we'll add $1. And with a minimum of 10 comments. So If we get 30 comments, I'm probably gonna have to pay for it myself. And then we'll do a gift card to whoever wins that. I will give you a Starbucks gift card. Starbucks or Chipotle or somewhere that you really, really like. All right, there you go. Fun times. Maybe we'll have Joe next week or a special guest. We'll have to wait and see.
In the animal kingdom, gorillas often greet each other with a hug. Certain species of penguins propose to their partner with a pebble. Female lions do all the hunting for their family. Orcas live with their parents their whole lives. While every family is different and every family is unique, the truth is, they're still our fam.
All right, talking about family. We're starting a brand new series for 4 weeks all about family. I wonder what your family is like. Like, I bet you guys have like inside jokes that only you guys get, or I bet you guys have nicknames for different people in your family. Like for us, we call our grandparents Nana and Poppy. I bet none of you guys fight with your family though, right? Like probably that's just my family. I don't know. I wonder what your family's like. Like, do you have siblings? And do you have to like share clothes and shoes? Do they get passed down to you? Are you like the youngest one and you're like, oh man, how come I can't get my own stuff? Or maybe you guys share a room together. I once knew a family that they had 5 children, no joke, 5 children. They had a 3-bedroom house, 1 boy, 4 girls. Could you imagine 4 girls sharing a room? Oh my word, that would be crazy. I wonder if in your family, if you guys eat meals together or if you guys have fun together as a family. You know, that's the one thing we all have in common, of course, is that we are all part of a family. We all belong to a family, and families all look different. For some of us, family means 1 parent and 2 siblings. For others of us, it means 2 parents and no siblings. Maybe for you, you have a mom and a stepdad, and then you have your dad and your stepmom, and you have half brothers and half sisters. Maybe for you, your family consists of a couple pets and your dad and your mom's girlfriend who lives with you and her daughter as well. Maybe for some of you, you have 2 dads or 2 moms. Maybe some of you are in foster care or you're a part of an adoptive family. Maybe for you, your family is your aunt and uncle who live with you. I don't know what your family is like, but no matter what it's looked like in the past or what it looks like right now, we're all part of families. We all have belonged to a family. So since we're talking about families, let me introduce you to my family. So I am married to 1 wife. Her name is Jen, and we have 4 kids. And a couple years ago, we were at an Indians game, and we decided to all take a picture. We're like, hey, let's all gather around and take a picture, right? We have Sierra, and then we have my sweet wife, Jen, and then we have Carice, and we have Noah. Noah is 19 at Heidelberg. Sierra is almost 22. She'll be 22 on October 1st. And she goes to George Washington University. My sweet wife, Jen, who's a youth pastor at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Clyde. And then Carice, her name means Grace, and she is a sophomore at Perkins, right? But my son, Maverick, my youngest one, he refused to be in the picture for us. I don't know, we thought we were doing a joke or what, or whatever, right? And then we took a picture of Maverick. You can tell he's just not happy on the top row of Indians Stadium. Is that Progressive Field now? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so I did a little Photoshop. Yeah, use some Photoshop skills. You know, where you like put a member in your family that's not in there, you know, kind of shrink one picture to kind of match it and kind of make it all look like you're all one big happy family. I think I did a pretty good job. I love our family. We have great kids. And they are some of the funniest people I've ever met. And they also drive me crazy a lot of times. But some of my favorite happy memories have been with them. And I love them. And I have no doubt that your family loves you as well. Now here's the thing. I know not everyone loves to be with their family all the time, right? Families can be complicated, right? Families can be stressful, unpredictable. They can be exhausting. There can be fighting, health issues, divorce, rules we don't even understand, yelling. All these things can make it complicated to be part of a family. And you know what else can make family life complicated? Faith. I know that sounds crazy, but believe it or not, faith, what you believe or what you don't believe, can make things even more complicated in your family. Whether you've been a Christian for a long time or you're still trying to figure out this Jesus thing out, we want you to know one thing, and that is that faith can create tension in your family. It can create tension in your family. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So maybe for you, you are a really strong believer in Jesus. You really love Jesus. You're trying to live your life after him, but you're in a family that maybe you have a parent or a sibling that doesn't see faith the same way as you. Maybe they're not even Christians, or maybe they are Christians, but they give you a hard time for taking it so seriously, and it kind of feels strange. It feels like you're on two different pages. Or maybe for you, faith impacts your family in a different way, right? Like maybe you're in a home with a mom or a foster parent or grandparent, and they are crazy in love with Jesus, and like they read the Bible all the time, they're always praying, they think you should be too. And if you're honest, you're not all that interested. In fact, maybe you got in trouble and like they're forcing you to watch this video. They're forcing you to go to church and like they really want you to believe what they believe, but you're not sure. For you, it just feels like it's making it more complicated. Maybe for you, you're really not sure about how your family and faith should mix. Like you've been going to church a long time, but you still aren't sure exactly what you believe. But as a middle schooler, you don't have a whole lot of choice, and you do feel like you should honor your mom and dad, and they kind of force you to go to church, but on the inside, you're like, I don't know what I think about this thing. I mean, the one thing that you would think would make your family better, like faith in God, like you would think it'd make it better, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. So the question is, if faith can create tension in families, how do we make sure our faith is actually helping to make our families better? That's what we're going to talk about today. So it is Jesus's last night on earth. He knows he's about to die, and he's gathering his disciples, his best friends together last night before he's going to be arrested and tried for a crime he didn't commit, and then he's going to be killed. Can you imagine going through all of that? Like Jesus knows he's going to die, and he was tortured and nailed on a cross and left to die by suffocation. But you would do that for someone you love, right? Like if it was the right person, you would totally sacrifice yourself for that person. Well, that person is you. Can you believe that? God sent his own son Jesus to live here on earth. He lived a perfect life, and then he was killed for a crime he didn't commit so that we could have life with him and his Father forever. That is the story of Jesus, and that is some crazy love that he would do that. He would be our substitute. He took our place. He lived the life we should live, and he paid the penalty, the ultimate price that we should pay, right? Because he died for our sins. Sin is what happens when you do something you know you shouldn't have. Well, that is some crazy love, and that's exactly what Jesus wanted to talk to his disciples about on the last night that he was together. Look at what he said. This is from John chapter 13, verse 35. Jesus says this: "By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." That word disciples just means that you are a follower of Jesus. Because Jesus was that visible expression of God's crazy love. And he's like, if you will love one another, people will know that you're my followers. You don't have to tell people you go to church or that you're a Christian. They will know. Yeah, so Jesus was saying that loving each other was the way that people would recognize that they were Jesus followers. Loving each other was the way that their faith could make an impact. And you know what? I think that same thing is true for our families. If you want faith to do more than create tension in our family, if we want to really impact our families for the better, then it's not about winning them to our side. It's not about convincing each other the same thing or arguing. It's about loving one another, because loving your family is how your faith can make an impact. And of course, that isn't always easy, right? Loving your family the way Jesus asks us can be like the hardest thing to do. But I think Jesus knew that, and he didn't leave us on our own to figure it out. He spoke through one of his apostles named Paul, and Paul wrote letters to all these churches like ours, and he was telling them, hey, you're going to go through hard times, but this is how you love one another. Check out what he wrote to a church in Corinth. 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 through 7 says this: love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. You see, when Jesus calls us to love one another, this is what he's asking us to be. This is what he's asking us to do. To be patient, to be kind, to be humble, to be selfless, to not get easily upset or hold grudges. It's to protect and to hope and to stick it out with the people around us. To love our family the way Jesus calls us to love them. You see, loving our families is how our faith can make an impact. And love is where it starts. No matter what you believe or what your family believes when it comes to faith, there is something that we all can do. We can all try to love our family just a little bit more. And if you're doing it because you believe in Jesus, that is great. But if you're not sure you believe in Jesus, loving your family can still make things better. So this week, here's what I want you to think about. What does it look like to love your family? What does it look like to love your family? It could mean being patient and kind to the adults in your home. To not be arrogant when you talk about your beliefs with your family members who believe something different. To not be jealous about what your siblings have. To not be rude to your mom, or to not be hot-tempered and quick to react to your dad. Whatever it is, give it to them this week. And to help you not be overwhelmed, just pick one of those things. Pick one of the things that Paul talks about in that letter. Start there, practice that, maybe add another, and little by little, you're gonna make your family even better. Start there, focus on that one, and you will see that love is how our faith makes our family better. Because honestly, love is what changes people, and love is what following Jesus is all about. Even if it doesn't change them, it can change you. Remember, loving your family is how your faith can make an impact. Hey, and I hope that you will continue this conversation with your family, whether that's over dinner tonight or sometime this week, to talk about what are ways that we could love one another better. And also, if you are up for coming and being a part of us in person, that's why we do small groups, so that you can have a family of peers that are around you. You can be supported by people who love and care about you, and you can open up and you can ask questions and create memories together and grow in your faith. So would love for you to be a part of that. So the question you can use to open up this discussion this week is this: what's one way we could show each other love this week? What's one way we can show each other love this week? Woo! All right.
We're done. What a game. All right. High five, guys. Nice job. Nice job. High five all by myself. All right. Hey, that's another week of Chapel Middle School. We'd love to see you in person next week at all of our campuses at 10 a.m. Don't forget about the Adventure Car Rally. It's going to be so fun on October 10th. And other than that, we'll see you right here next week. Take care.